Hello, welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. Another Wednesday, another whisky review with me, Joe. So this week, continuing my vertical tasting of the Springbank whiskies, I'm reviewing Hazelburn CV. Now Hazelburn is the non-peated triple distilled version of Springbank. So it comes from the Springbank distillery. They brand it under a different name. There's the label. You can see the 3 stills to represent the triple distillation. Now there's only one other distillery that does triple distillation, and that's Auchentoshan. Now Auchentoshan triple distill their entire output, whereas Springbank only triple distill the Hazelburn brand. It's also non-peated, so they haven't used any peat to dry the barley, they've just used hot air, which is another difference. It's still bottled at 46%, it's still non-chill filtered, it's still natural colour, and it is a vatting of ages. So I believe it's something like 6, 10 and 12-year-old whiskies within this, so kind of between those ages. Let's get straight to the nose. Lovely kind of just a golden colour really, and like slight orange tint to it, just lovely yellowy gold. Right, nose. Right. Now, as I said last week, Springbank is pretty much the only independent, now family-run distillery in Scotland. There are a few other independently owned ones. They do everything on site, which includes the bottling, the malting, the warehousing. Everything is done on site, so that's very, very unique. Nose, I'm getting honey, cream, kind of a chocolate orange, little bit of mint, soft spice, white chocolate. There's almost like a nutty, it's a walnut note I get. A slight brininess as well, so that kind of oily brininess comes out. And then I get kind of a tangerine note as well. It's fairly light, to be quite honest. Just a gentle smelling whiskey with that kind of oiliness that comes through. Right, onto the taste. Okay. On the taste, it starts off quite bold, quite a kind of rich mouthfeel. You get that oiliness that comes back, it's that kind of oily mouthfeel. It's quite spicy as well. Flavour-wise, I think I need another taste to get some flavours out. Okay, flavours, it's kind of the soft spices that are coming through. So cinnamon, clove, you can taste some maltiness to it, that kind of sweet malt, sweet malted barley. A little bit of kind of spiced cocoa powder, so it's that kind of chocolatey chocolatey note coming back. But not a lot all else. One more taste. Final taste. I get a little bit of menthol, kind of like fresh mint, kind of cooling, and on the finish it's kind of spicy and peppery. In kind of conclusion, it's a light whiskey, it's enjoyable It's very, very, very drinkable, but just not overly complex. It just kind of lacks a bit of excitement for me personally. So it's a 7 out of 10. Look, it's not a bad whiskey, but it's just not a huge amount of going on. There's not a huge amount to excite me. But that's, again, just my personal opinion. I would still recommend seeking it out and seeking out some other Hazelburns. But the Hazelburn CV, it's a 7 out of 10. Let me know what Hazelburns you've tried, if you've tried the CV. Again, this is a discontinued bottle, so you can't pick this up anymore. But it was fairly common at the time, so you might be able to find it, you know, with retailers or online or anything like that. Let me know, and I will see you next week for my final Springbank whiskey when I'll be reviewing the Long Grove CV. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.